is my great pleasure to welcome you to my channel, Let's Say Graphics and Multimedia. My name is Rafi Yakub right here, and in today's video, you are going to learn step by step on how to create stunning video like this with just your images in Capcut video editing app. Step by step tutorial. So let's see. But before we dive deep into the tutorial, if you are already new to this channel and you love a Capcut video editing app tutorial like this, consider to subscribe to the channel for more future tutorial on how to use Capcut video editing app. So with that being said, let's dive into the tutorial and see how to create stunning video like this with just your images using Capcut video editing app. A step-by-step tutorial. So let's begin. Welcome back, friends. So let's see how to turn your images into stunning videos in Capcut mobile app. A very easy tutorial. So the very first thing you want to do is to make sure you click on new project. Then after you click on new project, next thing you want to do is to make sure you navigate to photos from your phone album. Then these are the pictures I'm going to use as example in this video. So I'm going to select them one after the other. So I need this image, and I need this, 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 then I need this, I need this. Then I'm going to click on here and go back. So I was able to select about 10 different photos. Okay, now having selected all the photo, next thing I'm going to do is to make sure I click on add right here. All right, so these are all the image as you can see them in the video timeline right here. Okay, now let's see how we can actually make this a stunning video in Capcut. Now what we want to do here is to add transition to each of the video frame. Now what we want to do is to make sure I take my mouse to this point right here. I will make sure I click on here. This will allow me to add a transition. So let's click on that. Immediately you click on that, the transition window is going to load up, just like what you see right here. Now you can decide what type of transition you want to use. So under the overlay section, these are overlay section, camera section, blur, basic, etc. Now let us explore the overlay section. For the overlay section, I will decide to choose this one for this particular part. So I'm going to select on that. Immediately you select on that, it's going to be reflected on the image. So just like what you see. Next thing I'm going to do is to make sure I click on this check mark right here to confirm this transition. So you can see this window here has changed into transition. Okay, now let's move to the next column, next image on the timeline. Then I'm going to click on the same icon right here just to open the transition window. Now we can try to make use of camera transition section. So I'm going to click on camera transition section. So you can see there are different transition that you can use. All these are free transition. So right here, I would like to use this one right here, shake. So I will just select on it. Then you can see it has been reflected. You can also increase the time span of transition to this way. Okay, so what you need to do is to just drag on this, then it moves slightly into increment. So you can see now what we're going to do once we are satisfied, we make sure we click on here to accept the transition. So the transition has been successfully had. So by the time I play my video from the beginning right here, then you see the transition effect. It's as simple as that. So let's take a look at the third one right here. So this one here, I will click on the transition. So we have tried transition overlay, transition camera. Let us take a look at transition blur. So I'm going to click on blur section. Then the transition in blur section is going to load up. You can pick on any one that you like right here, from left to right to different transition effect. So I'm going to select on any one, this one right here, so you can see. Then I'll click on here. It has been successfully added. Let's move to the next element. So I'm going to click on here. Then we can make use of basic now. So under the basic, we have a lot of transition here that we can use. I'm going to take on this. It's as simple as that. I'm going to click on here. Then we move on. Right here, we click on here to load the transition. So let us take a look at split transition. So I'm going to use this one right here. Boom. I'm going to click on here to accept the transition. Then we'll move to the next one, clicking on here. Then we can still use overlay. So I'm going to use shape pooling. So it's as simple as that. I'm going to click on here. Then we move to the next one right here. So I'm going to load the transition. So this time around, I'm going to use social media transition. So let's see the presets in this particular section. All right, so I'm going to use this one right here. Boom. I'm going to click on here to accept the transition. Then I'll move to the next one right here. And I'm going to use overlay in this section. Then I'm going to click on here. So by doing all this, it simply means you can have different types of overlay or whatever types of transition into your video. So let's take a look at the next one right here. And I'm going to take a look at this. Boom. I'm going to click on that. So I think this is the last part of the video. Okay. Now, all right, so from the beginning right here, we can add a kind of animation to the beginning of the video right here. So for us to do that, we just need to click on animation. Then the animation window is going to load up. Then we can look for the right one of our choice. So you can see different types of animation. So I'm going to select on this, take a look at it. Then we can increase the animation duration. Then once you're satisfied with the animation, then you click on here to accept. So it's as simple as that. So by the time we play this video from the beginning now, we have an animation. Then each time it's crossing from one image to another, it's crossing to with a kind of beautiful transition, just like what you see on the screen right here. Okay, now let's take a look at how we can add an audio into this particular image to stunning video in Capcut. So I'm going to pause the video. Now for us to add music or audio file to this particular video, what we want to do is to click on add audio right here. The next thing I'm going to do is to click on sounds. Then I'll click on my folder right here to open up my sound. And I'll click on device. Then these are all the audio I have right in on my phone. Then what I'm going to do is to just add one of them. So I'm going to add this particular audio right here. Okay, so the audio has been successfully added. So let me quickly see if the audio has been okay. The audio is more than the timeline. Is more than the video clip in the timeline. So what I'm going to do is to make sure I split this particular audio, and I will cut the area that I do not need. So for me to do that, I will just select on the audio. Then having select on the audio, I will make sure I click on split. Then I'll select on the particular area I don't want. Then I'll make sure I click on delete button at the bottom right here. Okay. Boom. So by the time I play the video now, so it has been successfully deleted. So by the time I replay the video, so you can see we have successfully added audio into our video. Okay. For a video like this, you may decide to add text into the video. What you need to do is to make sure you select on the video and then click on text right here. Then you make sure you click on add a text. So you can give a price. You can call this one 50,000 naira. So this is depends on exactly what you are doing. Okay, then you click on style, what type of style you would like to have your text. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to make sure I position the text right down below right here. Now the next thing we want to do is to choose font style. So we need to click on different type of font right here and select any one we like. So I prefer this elegant, so I'm going to select on the font because it's very bold. So you can see the font has been successfully added. Next thing I'm going to do is to make sure I add style. So I'm going to click on style. Then the style depends on exactly what you are looking for. So I'm going to swipe this way. You can add a background color as a style, something like this. You can add glow effect as a style. So each of the effects you want to add, the more you're clicking on them, the more you are going to see the effect being applied. So we can add stroke effect. if eventually you want to add a stroke effect, then you can control the color right here. So let's take a look at another color. Okay, so we can change the style from here and try to look for something like this. Let's take a look at this. So take a look at this style here. It has yellow background with black color. So you can take a look at another one right here. Then you can use this handle right here to resize and then position your text. Once you're satisfied with everything, click on here to accept the text effect. Then it's going to be in your video. Now you want to set it in a way that it's going to be on a section of the video. What you need to do, select the clip and then make sure you expand it to where you want it to be, then cut that one away. So I just need it between this particular section to this particular section. So what I need to do is to select on the clip, then I will make sure I take it in a little bit. So then I'll click on here to delete. So if this section is plain, it's definitely going to show the price of these items at this section. Then I can select on this particular one. I'm moving the price a little bit. So by the time I try to play this video from the beginning, the price will come up. So I can also add another text into this particular section right here. Or I can duplicate this one right here, select on the text, and then you have to look for duplicate section right here. So I'm going to click on duplicate. So for me to maintain color, so once I duplicate, then we have one. So I'm going to select on this, then I will make sure I drag this one all over. So having make a duplicate, I'll make sure I drag this one all over. Then I will select on this, I will drag it. Then I need it to start from here. Then I'll click on here to cancel it. Then I will select the text. I can change the direction into this particular point right here. So I'm going to cancel here. So by the time I start playing from here, you can see. Then I can select the text and then I change the text style of this particular one. For me to do that, what I need to do here is to make sure I click on style right here. Then the style is going to load up. So I can decide to use something like this with yellow background and black text stroke. I can decide to change the price from here from 50,000 naira to something like 30,000. So I will just come here, I will cancel the figure, I will type in 30,000. Once I'm done, I'll make sure I click on here to accept the changes. It's as simple as that. Then I can easily go back and then replay my video. See how it's going to look like. So it's as simple as that. So finally, the next thing to do is to write down so what I'm going to do is to pause the video and then come to the top right here for a proper setting of your video resolution. So right here we have different resolution. Everything here depends on what you really want to achieve, but recommended 1080 pixels is always good for a very good high resolution of video, and coupled with 30 frame rate per second, and this recommended, just leave it that way. Finally, click on here to render your video. So let's see. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to make sure you click on save to device. Alright, so our video is done. Then we can click on here to play the video. It's as simple as that. You can share your video on Instagram, Insta Story, WhatsApp, Facebook, and other apps as the case may be. So this is how to turn your image to stunning video in Capcut mobile app, a very easy tutorial. I hope you really got value for this video. If you find this video useful, give this video a big like, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tutorial about Capcut mobile app editing software. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye for now.